to know everything.
It's been Agatha all along.
Who's been pulling every evil string?
It's been Agatha all along.
She's insidious, so perfidious that you haven't even noticed. And the pity is, it's too late to fix anything now that everything has gone wrong. Thanks to Agatha, naughty Agatha.
It's been Agatha all along.
And I killed Sparky too.
Hola amigos, welcome back to my channel. So, as you guys know that the 6-year anniversary check-in has started and we will be getting a tier 3 selector on the last day of the check-in. I want to rank all the tier 3 which will be on the selector. So before we begin I would like to show you my game progress. I started crafting the premium comic cards. I started with the baby Spider-Man card, and as you guys can see that luck isn't in my side. So far all I could get is 2 red stars lightning resist and poison resist and a blue star energy defense, which is funny because I already have 6% energy defense as a random option. I will be recrafting and rerolling the entire card in the future. Okay, so moving on to my roster, I recently transcended my beta ray bill. But I haven't equipped any Odin's blessings and I haven't rolled the correct ISO 8 set yet. But if you look at my Hulk here, if you look at his gears, I have equipped at least 4 Odin's blessings on each of his gear. If you look closely the gear which isn't amplified has an Uru and the one which is amplified has an Odin's blessing. The amplification gives my Odin's blessings those additional stats. My Hulk building is almost complete. I just need to equip a CTP of Rage or Regen and a good ISO 8 set, and then I'm done. Okay, so, moving on, last year in April we got a tier 3 character selector at the 5-year anniversary check-in. So it's pretty obvious that we get a tier 3 selector this year as well, for the 6-year anniversary. But as compared to last year's options, as you all know that we don't get every tier 3 in the selector, the last year's options were pretty garbage. They were absolutely garbage. So last year we got Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Spider-Man, Captain Marvel, Winter Soldier, Black Panther, Ant-Man, Sharon Rogers, and Cyclops. But in addition to the last list, this year we get Black Widow, Hulk, Black Bolt, Storm, Ghost Rider, and Venom. So, I'm gonna rank all the 16 tier 3 characters in descending order from the worst tier 3 to the best. I would only suggest you buy the bottom 6 characters if you don't have the top 10 characters at tier 3. So at the very bottom of the list we have Ant-Man. Ant-Man is pure garbage. He can't do null. He can't do DRX or GBR. He can't do Mephisto. He can't even do timeline battle at this stage. He can't do any endgame content. Similarly at number 15 we have Black Panther. He is similar to Ant-Man, he can't do any endgame content. In the future we might see a uniform for Black Panther when Black Panther 2 releases, and we might see a uniform for Ant-Man during Quantum Mania. Okay, moving on, at number 14 we have Spider-Man. Even though Spider-Man got a uniform last year during Far From Home, he is not good enough. I mean, he still can be used for Alliance Conquest. The one game mode he was really good was Timeline Battle. But with Sentry coming in, Luke Cage getting a rework, Dormammu coming in, Hulk coming in, they completely throw Spider-Man out of the window. Similarly at number 13 we have Iron Man. Now, Iron Man is a jack of all trades. I mean, he can one-shot world bosses and stuff, but with all these powerhouses coming in they completely throw him out of the window. Okay, at number 12 we have Winter Soldier. There's nothing much to say about him. Falcon and Winter Soldier is streaming right now, so let's see if we get a uniform. Okay, so moving on, at number 11 we have Cyclops. Now Cyclops was really awesome at some point. He is pretty strong, but with all these powerhouses coming in, you know, Sentry, Silver Surfer, Jean Grey, Hulk, Dormammu, they completely throw Cyclops out of the window. So moving on, at the top 10, guys, we are at top 10. And at number 10 we have Captain America. There's a choice between Blast Villain and Combat Hero. His tier 3 is a bit complicated to play because it gets cancelled sometime. Okay, at number 9 we have another captain, we have Captain Marvel. Yes, Carol Danvers was really good for Timeline Battle with her endgame uniform, and she still is good for new players, but again she is replaced by the PvP gods. At number 8 we have Storm. Now ranking Storm at number 8 is debatable. She might be higher and lower based in your roster. But the problem with Storm is that she has really low movement speed and survivability. But her damage is really high. But my advice is don't get X-Gene characters to tier 3 because you can use your resources to advance them using your Macran crystals and Phoenix feathers because they have a limit. Moving on at number 7 we have, the King of the Inhumans Black Bolt. Black Bolt is a really awesome character. Very high damage in PvE, he has heal on his 5th skill he gets, but there are 6 more characters that are better than him. Okay, so, coming at number 6 we have Black Widow. Black Widow with her new Marvel's Black Widow uniform and snowsuit is a really good character for PvP as well as PvE. She can again one-shot Proxima and Cull Obsidian. She can do timeline battle really well. But again there are 5 more characters better than Black Widow. Okay, so we are now in the top 5. So at number 5 we have the Immortal Hulk. He still is a PvP jewel. But then with Luke Cage coming in he really power punches Hulk out of the window. He is not really good for PvE. Moving on at number 4 we have Thor. The son of Asgard. Now last year, Thor was on the tier 3 selector list, but he was terrible with his endgame uniform, but the Herald Thor uniform completely changed him. So he is number 4 on my list. At number 3 we have Venom. Now last year we got the War of the Realms uniform which completely changes him as compared to his previous uniforms. Okay, so moving on to we have Sharon Rogers. Sharon Rogers has been in the meta since she came out. She is the queen of Marvel Future Fight. That leaves only one character and everyone knows who that is. Yes, it's the King of Hell, the mighty Ghost Rider. Since Ghost Rider got a uniform and a tier 3 he has been the number 1, 800 CCF character. He's a PvE god. He can do Null, Mephisto, and World Boss Ultimate Stage 99. He can do DRX very well. Okay, so, that's all for today. So, before I end this video I'd like to tell you my plans for the next 2 months. I'm working on Rogue's gears, but I'm in short supply of Titan component packs. I'll be advancing Rogue to tier 3 and then I'll be advancing Ghost Rider to tier 3. And I'll be using my tier 3 selector on Venom instead of Ghost Rider. Now you all will be wondering why ain't I using my tier 3 selector on Ghost Rider instead. If you look closely I already used my black antimatter, biometrics and gold on leveling Ghost Rider up to 70. On the other hand if you look at my Venom is still at level 60 tier 2, so that is why I will be using my tier 3 selector on Venom. As for my potential realization tickets, I will be using it on Luna Snow. I'll be using my Mega tier 2 tickets and maybe Carnage and on another character, I don't know, haven't decided yet. So that's all for today guys, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel.